Welcome to Trade with Rob, brought to you by wealthbuildershq.com. Now, this update is for the 18th of February, which is Wednesday, 2026. Hope you're having a great day, and I hope it has been a good trading day for you. Keep in mind that everything we look at is for education, and nothing's meant to be advice or recommendations. So I want to go over first the trade setups from last week, the last setups that we did, which were for the trading day of Thursday, which is the 12th. I don't normally do a video on Fridays. So let's go check it out. So the very first one was ALAB. Now, what are we looking for? It's on the 12th, so here's the day right here that we're looking at, right here, okay? So we closed the previous day. We had a small gap up and a fail. Now, remember, these are switchback trades, is what I call them. That's the name of the trade setup, is a switchback. Basically, it allows the stock to have an opportunity to move in either direction. So instead of picking bullish tomorrow and the market comes crashing down, you've got an opportunity. If your stock goes in either direction, for a day trade in particular, you've got an opportunity to take that trade. And we have setups that we follow, which you'll find on tradewithrob.com. It's free. You can get access to it. Just register up there. You'll get access to a members area with all the videos and the trainings in it. It's over an hour and a half of training in there in total on how to trade these exact setups that we've got in here. But I talked about this one, again, here on the 12th. I talked about this one as we want to see a fail, a retest, and a drop. So let's go take a look at a 5-minute chart. And you will see we moved up, we failed, we retested, and we dropped. And on this candle is where we took the trade, and that was right about a little after 10 o'clock in the morning. Now, this is our support level down here. So we're out before we get to support on this trade, probably about 70 or 80 cents above that. We were out of this trade, somewhere around that area. But there's the next support level, which you'll see on the daily, which was right here. So we got out, not at the end of the day. We didn't get all of it. That's okay. We did really well on it, but we didn't get all of it, and I never have to get all of it. My goal is to find a pattern, trade the pattern, move on. So ALAB, perfect. And then we had Broadcom, AVGO. Same day. Now, we would have had our support right about where our moving average was, right there, okay, for the downside. And the downside triggered. So let's go look at a 5-minute chart. And you can see on a 5-minute chart, not really sure why that did that. Well, I don't know. But you can see on a 5-minute chart, we moved down, we came back up on these, well, we closed here, we came back up and retested, and we failed on this candle, and that's where we're in the trade. And I'll show you the numbers on both of those. So both of them were on 212. We got in at 142.80. We got out at 131.25. The P&L on that one was plus 831. It's our biggest trade of the year, 831.60. And then on Broadcom, AVGO, we got in on a bearish trade when the stock was at 342.40. We got out at 335. So that was a $532.80 P&L. So we've had 9 trades this year that have gone in that direction. 2 have gone against us, so there's 11. Total of $4,518 for the year in our sim account. Out of 11 trades, we're averaging $410.73 per trade on average. So overall, not a shabby year so far as a start, okay? I'm very excited for it. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look at the setups. I'll explain to you how I see them, which ones I like best, because I like one over the other. In other words, do I like it more bullish or more for a bearish move? And then you'll make the decision tomorrow of whether or not you think this one fits your personal risk profile. So we're going to start off with the S&P 500 first, which gave us a little bit of a scare today as it broke the previous swing low that we had in there. I am not sure why it's giving me a hard time today. Let's see. There we go. All right. So it broke our previous swing low down in here, which was from about a week and a half ago. Recovered nicely. I was teaching a free training today at noon, which is called Power Hour. That's accessible to anybody that wants to come. Go over to our website and you will find access to it. Go to tradinglikeaboss.com. It's all of our free resources, actually. And by the time we were done with that training, we were just about at the support level in there. So we pulled all the way down and climbed back nicely at the end of the day, closing bullish up about 7 points today. Still not a bullish candle yet, but bullish as far as the candle itself goes, standalone. So overall, not a bad day. We did, again, pierce that low, so there's a little bit of concern there. So we've got opportunities. We're more in a bearish pattern right now, we've got opportunities in both directions in the market as well. So we're going to start off with Adobe. Love Adobe, right? They're a great company. They closed right at this fib line, and yes, Fibonacci level is what it is, okay? So I like the downside best on this. So we're going to start with a red pen. All right, here's what I'm going to be looking at tomorrow. It'll be the first thing in the morning. I'm going to look for a small move down, a retest. I don't need it to come all the way back up to resistance. I'd love it to. It can go even a little higher. I'd like it even more, but it doesn't have to. Get near it. Get $1, $2 away from it. Fail. Right? On the fail, if it does fail, I'm going to take the trade on the fail. Right? My support is at 244. That's going to put my target probably about 247. 246. We'll just say 247. 246, 247. You pick exactly where you want to set it. And again, I go through guidelines in the free trainings and the videos on exactly how to do that. We're going to put our stop just on the other side of resistance. I like this a lot. My stop is very small. My opportunity for profit is big. I would be cognizant of tightening up a trailing stop maybe when you get up in here. We start getting close to that bottom. It has failed off of that level and bounced before, so I certainly want to keep my eye on it. We get a small move to the upside, retest and bounce. Again, it doesn't have to come all the way down. Just thick pen with a mouse. Here's my entry. If resistance is at 269, that's going to put my target at about 267. I don't have as much room on the upside here. 267. You're going to put your stop just down below support. I definitely like the downside better on Adobe. Next is CDNS. Let me bring it back a little bit so you can see a fuller picture of what's going on with it. This pattern's been at play for quite a while. Very stair-steppy in here, up and down, or I should say down and up, down and up, down, okay? I like where we're at right now, though, a lot. So we're going to snap a line right now at the moving average, and you'll see why in a moment. I just want to get it on there so it shows up on the other screen. Right there, okay. I like this one to the downside best. Let's pull the Fibonacci's out a little bit. So we're going to grab a red pen. Red is always the downside. Small move up, retest. Don't have to come all the way to it. Fail. If it does, take the trade off of the fail. If support's at 276, my target here is going to be about 278. That's a 7. 278. You're going to put your stop just on the other side of that, would be your resistance level. For the upside, small move up. Let's try that again with a blue pen this time. Small move up, retest, and bounce. If we get the bounce, our resistance is going to be 291. So my target is going to be 289. I don't have a lot of room up here, so I've got to be very cautious on this. Maybe 289.5, somewhere around there. I don't have a lot up to the upside, so I'm not real excited about this. I definitely like the downside better. My stop would be down here somewhere. My stop may actually give me a little bit more risk than I even like for the upside trade, okay? Overall, downside, I love it. Upside, not as excited. Last is FFIV. All right, let's look at a bigger picture. You can see the entire thing of F5 networks. Let me bring that out a little bit. Let's open that up just a tad. Okay, so I like this one more for the upside than I do the downside. Well, actually, I'm going to go with the downside first. I like better where the moving averages are on the downside. So small move down, retest and fail. Take the trade off of the fail. If support's at 252.5, my target's going to be about 254, 255. Call it 255, close enough for now. Right? It's going to be my target, my stop just on the other side. My upside, I got a little bit of an obstacle course up here between the two moving averages, but small move up, pull back, and bounce. If it does, I'm going to take the trade off of the bounce. If resistance is at 285, my target's going to be about 283. Yeah, about 283. About 283. My stop just down there below support. Now, these are, in my opinion, three of the best trades of all of them that came up on our list today. We have 18 on our list. So you're seeing three. That means there's 15 that you're not seeing. I mentioned earlier, You know, we send a video out of this every day. Whether I do a video or not, we send an email out that has a list of all the candidates, as well as screenshots just like this of all my charts with all my levels on them. So you can duplicate those levels, make decisions of which ones you like. And you may find one that fits your risk better than the ones that I like. And it's all free. So go over to tradingwithrob.com or tradinglikeaboss.com. You can do it on either website. Sign up for Trade with Rob. Again, it is free. And you'll get an email that says, hey, you know, here's our update for today. Rob didn't do a video. Here's all the candidates as well as all the charts. And if I did do a video, you'll get the same email that says video's ready. With that, make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, you're just one trade away. I will see you all on our next update. Take care, folks. Bye.